Hello, everyone, and
Hello
welcome
there.
to another episode, another session of Curse of Strahd. We return to you as Aaron looks wistfully to the right, and
His nose is gone.
His nose is gone. But speaking of, let's introduce everyone to these lovely adventurers throughout Barovia, starting with Rach. Go ahead, let us know who you are.
Hi, I am SwtBeat or Rachel, and I am playing Luelle L. Goreaxe, the human paladin.
Hi guys, my name is AranMusicProductions. I'm a wonderful creator at Role Playe Nights, which you are here to watch us do things. I am playing Angus Ridgecliffe, the folk hero fighter.
I'm Kieran, aka KaradanZero, and I am playing the gnomish wizard Plont Grefla.
Hello, I'm Simone, aka SimoneIsSimone, aka SimoneIsSimone, aka SimoneIsSamantha, aka Karadan1, and I am playing Katyana, the half-elf rogue.
And I am Satanic__Bunny, also known as Bun Bun, and I will be playing Agitha Thistlecrown, the Hexblood Investigator Warlock.
Thank you so much for that. The group of you make your way down the street, so it's down the street that you can see here towards the north, where you see, you do see indeed that there is a gathering of grumbling villagers outside Mary's place. The guard sort of telling them all to be calm and be quiet. When he looks over the crowd, he sees Ismark, and he'll say, "Ismark, please come here. I've got to talk to you." And Ismark will look at the five of you, and he'll say, "Can you do me a favor? Can you just make sure that the crowd doesn't get too out of control while I speak with the guard and figure out what's going on?"
Sure. You can count on me.
The guard, Ismark nods when he heads over to the guard, and they have a discussion around sort of the threshold of Mary's place, leaving the five of you facing this mob that is looking at you all, expectant of some answers. Do you say,
hello, everyone? What seems to be the problem?
Well, that is what we're wondering. What is happening?
We just got here, so what do you think happened?
I heard a rumor.
What is the rumor?
I heard a rumor that Mary went mad, killed her daughter. Remains of her daughter were found, and that is what this is all about.
Where were they found?
That's not true, good sir. That's not true, as he sort of giggles.
Where were these remains supposedly found?
Oh no. In her closet.
And how do you know it is true?
Oh, in her house. So she
I don't
killed
know
her
it's
daughter.
true. I told you I heard a rumor.
Are there any?
Well, it's not true, I can tell you that. She's a lovely lady, Mary.
Mad Mary?
Loves her daughter.
Mad wailing
She loves
Mary?
her daughter.
Oh yeah, she loves her daughter.
Puff up his chest. He'll puff up his chest a little bit as he gets confrontational.
Elle leans over and says to the guy who told the rumor, "This young man has brain damage. I'm so sorry. Please don't take anything he says as truth. But as for the rumor you heard, we will investigate it and do our best to figure out what it is."
I heard a rumor myself. Another
What was the rumor you heard?
I heard that the devil killed Mary in the middle of the night, stole her daughter, and I say that we march to the castle and face the devil himself for this grave injustice. As the crowd start to go, yeah, and they start like egging each other on a little bit at this point.
Oh, excuse me. What? I hate to presume. What is your combat experience?
Who cares? Let them go.
Doesn't matter about combat experience. We are being attacked. We are being attacked, and
So
we are
when
being...
you all die, who will take care of your children? You would abandon them for your selfish needs. The Burgomaster is here. They are investigating early in the morning over your rumors. So, for the sake of your children, if you want to be good parents, shut the fuck up and let us do our job.
The woman can give a speech. I will give her that.
Intimidation check, please. Angus?
Can I attempt to help that? By as Aggie begins talking, Angus will draw his greatsword and turn it over so he's holding it, blade that way, and smash it into the ground, all with a smile on his face, but now holding a very intimidating stature.
14.
They a few of them seem to heed your words. Agitha, some of the more foolhardy ones grumble before about maybe 5 to 7 of them walk away, sort of in a group. You can clearly tell they're going to go marching to whatever this castle is that they're talking about. The rest, about 6 or so others, remain, sort of talking awkwardly amongst each other, before eventually Ismark comes to the 5 of you and just says, do you mind if I have a word with you all?
Not a problem, but you should know that about 7 of your people are going to march towards the Devil's Castle.
Oh, shit.
So whatever you have to say, probably do it quickly.
Okay. Alright, I will deal with that. I will, where did they go?
The Devil's Castle, they're on their way.
What direction did they go? And then
That way.
Okay, he'll pull you 5 aside so that you're away from earshot from the group, and he'll say, while the guard was doing his patrol in the early hours of the morning, he noticed that Mary's door was open. Came to check on her. She wasn't here. There's a pool of blood. A small pool of blood near her room, and it looks like a struggle. So I don't know what happened with her. If you could investigate this place while I convince those villagers to not do the stupid thing to go to Castle Ravenloft, that would be great. That would save me so much time. This guard, you look at the guard that's overwhelmed, like just trying to tell he's the only guard in this village.
Good lord. Okay. But you will assist us in the obtaining of the items that we may need when we travel.
Yes, of course.
Seems only fair.
Of course.
Wonderful. Does anyone have an issue?
No.
No, I quite like Mary, so I would hope to find her.
And the dog.
Hope she's not hurt.
That's my question.
And the dog, Nancy Poo.
Yes.
Was there a dog?
There was no dog.
Okay.
We find the dog,
Nancy Poo will keep her safe. Nancy Poo is great. He's a good boy.
find the dog. Potentially we find Mary. We will look into it. Go and save your suicidal villagers.
Yes. And he rushes away.
Stupid people.
So, the 5 of you here now.
I'll go towards the house, yeah. And I'll move people out of my way.
Raven will come to me and I'll follow suit.
I'm going to say there's like a barrier. There's almost like a barrier, so there's a decent amount of space between you and the house. As you make your way up the stairs onto the porch, you look over to the a few houses down where you see Bildrath, the shopkeeper, opening up for the day, and he waves at you and he says, "Good morning in Barovia."
I missed half of that. It was what, Barovia?
Good morning in Barovia!
Ah, yes, thank you.
I just go inside.
Good morning.
Yeah, I would ignore the shopkeeper as well.
The
More important
door-
things.
Mm.
the door creaks open as you make your way in. You see that there is this lower level doesn't look like there's any sign of struggle or anything like that. As you investigate further into the house and just sort of a brief glance, you see you see two bedrooms upstairs. One bedroom door is open, the other one is shut. Where is everyone looking? What's everyone doing? How are they investigating?
Do we see bloodstains on the floor anywhere?
Mm.
Give me okay, I will ask, where are you looking for these bloodstains? Are you looking to start off with in the first floor? Are you going to look in the room that he told you where there was a pool of blood?
Yeah, I'm going into the room that they told us there was a pool of blood in there and looking around. Bloodstains, signs of a struggle, anything else that would give us an indication of what's happened.
I want to look.
Yep, sir, you go.
I want to look at entrances, so windows, doors, and I want to inspect for any kind of opening, breaking, etc.
So that's what you two are doing. What are the others doing? What
I'm
are you
gonna look at
specifically looking into?
cupboards and things like that as well to see if they've been rifled through, see if there's any indication that there's been some sort of theft as well as
Okay. Cool.
Agitha, being what she is, both in terms of heritage and what they practice, probably has heard a lot of fairy tales and urban legends. One being the humans can lick too boogeyman story, where unfortunately a dog is fatally injured. So they're going to look in closets, under beds, and kind of hidey hole nooks and crannies for maybe the body of the dog.
Yeah.
Cool. Investigation. Oh, sorry, Angus, did you tell me what you were looking for? I don't remember.
Angus is not the investigative type, but he is, however, very familiar with following tracks. So he would like to go around the premises and try and use survival to see if there's any tracks or anything that indicates movement.
Survival check, please, Angus. Investigation, please, L, Plont, Katyana, and Agitha as well.
I would like to understand why I'm rolling so poorly, quite frankly.
Is that a
Dire.
different? Is this a new thing for you, Sib?
No, shut up.
Do you ever roll well?
Not particularly.
Then why are you confused that you're rolling poorly today?
Because I would just like something to be nice to me for once in my life.
I mean,
Make it
literally,
nice to you.
Mercy,
Yeah.
RMG God.
literally when anyone is nice to you, you say, stop that, I'm awkward about it.
Shut up.
Agitha, we'll start with you. You look through various crevices and anywhere where a body may have been a small body may have been quickly stuffed. You don't see anything. In fact, this is something that everyone notices as well. When you open the one room, the room that was slightly ajar, that was obviously Mary's room. It's there's a small pool of blood on the floor. And it looks like it is a little bit dried, a little bit congealed. One of the other rooms with the door that's closed, that room, you open it up, it looks like the room of a 5-year-old. There's a doll's house here. There is a very small single bed. There are dolls everywhere. And
we know that her daughter is in her 20s, right?
Yeah.
All right.
With your 6, you don't. Yeah, with your 6, you don't find anything. Next, we're going to go over to Katyana. Now, Katyana, you were looking to see if there was anything stolen or anything.
Just out of place, generally speaking, in terms of the other.
Nothing stolen at all. Everything looks, other than the bedroom, everything looks fairly intact. And then Al, as you're kind of looking around to see like any sort of points of break-in, any points of entry, there are no points of break-in or entry anywhere around here. Perhaps telling you that the person who came in, or people that came in, were welcomed. Plont, you were looking for any kind of blood or anything like that. With your 18, no, not your 18, your 22.
22, yeah.
You spot where around the pool of blood is. You see a few specks of blood on the wall, suggesting that somebody was hit around here and there was splatter on the wall. You also see a few droplets as well that lead out of the room and down the stairs and to the door. They're very small droplets. They don't look like they came from the same person that had that dropped that congealing pool of blood in the bedroom. Angus, with your 18 on your survival check, as you look for any kind of footprints or anything like that, unfortunately the streets of Barovia are cobblestone. But off the porch you do see a set of heavy footprints in the dirt that are pointing towards the street, if you understand what I mean. So it's like they're pointing away from the house, or back to the house. But from there you don't really see, where they would have gone. It doesn't look like they continued down the dirt path of the road. Perhaps they went on the cobblestone path of the road, so you wouldn't be able to follow at all. Also, Plont, you also notice in the bedroom, underneath one of the cabinets, there's something glistening underneath the cabinet, but you can't quite reach it with your small hands. So you might need to use a mage hand or something along those lines if you've got that, or ask somebody for help.
Luelle? Luelle,
yes?
are you here? Could you lift this up a moment for me, please, with those strong arms of yours?
Sure.
Strength check,
She'll
please.
lift it.
And Angus, if you're going to say that you're going to assist, you're still outside. So
No. Something different.
okay. What were you going to say, Angus?
I'm just trying to determine in my head whether or not I'm a moron, but I have a shovel. Can I try and get one of the footprints on a piece of dirt and sort of keep it?
Yeah. Like a little mound of dirt. Are you able
to identify later on?
I mean, that's a little bit of a moron, but in a fun way.
Yeah.
But also kind of smart moron?
Yeah.
It could be useful.
Moron, you've gone full circle.
Yeah.
Are you able to give me a sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Just because this is going to be something that you're going to have to try to be a bit dexterous with.
That's not a good roll for me.
At disadvantage.
How are you going to keep it?
Well,
it's just loose dirt.
You've fucked me then. You fucked me.
It's just loose dirt.
I've got a jar of dirt.
Yeah. As you let the shovel into the dirt and you grab the clump of dirt from there, it just kind of disintegrates, getting rid of the footprint as you lift the dirt, and you're like, okay.
Well, shit.
Al, you lift up the you just managed to lift up the wardrobe, allowing Plont a mere moment to grab this shining thing that's underneath the cabinet. But what I'm going to need you to do, because you did roll quite low, is I need you to give me a strength saving throw, please. And Plont, I need you to give me an athletics saving throw.
She gonna drop it on you?
Oh, yeah, she will. I have -2 for this.
He's gonna be a lot shorter in a second.
So Plont, as you kind of shimmy your way out,
He got an 8.
Elle, you are struggling. So you are struggling a lot more to hold this. You underestimated the heavy things that were.
Am I struggling, or do I just want to smash Plont?
Or perhaps that. And you end up dropping the wardrobe on Plont, and Plont, you take
17
you
points
already
of damage
smashed
and I'm unconscious.
Lancelot. What's Plont, right?
You take.
He got higher than me though. He doesn't. He got an 8. He doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
take that?
He still failed the athletic saving.
Yeah.
I thought it was against me. That's why.
No. This was you to see if you could catch it and me to see if I could get out of the way of it.
Got it.
Okay, why are my dice not rolling? That's annoying.
Oh, I guess that's 0 damage then. If the dice aren't right.
I guess.
Oh.
Typical customer service, expression. I guess it's free because there's no tag. No damage.
I've noticed that some of the spells.
You making that analogy, Rach, makes me want to take the damage now.
Let me just try this one.
Some of the
That's so
spells
weird.
I've noticed are like gone.
How many
Even
dice are you
typing-
rolling, Chris?
Even typing this isn't working. There we go. That worked. 4. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as the wardrobe falls on your toe.
Oh, ow!
Oops.
Luelle!
My bad.
I have very delicate toes, you know.
That sounds painful.
Both delicate and dexterous.
Mm.
They have a lot of
Then-
uses.
You
Then
hold
how did
this-
you not manage to get out of the way?
Well, I trusted Luelle's great burly strength to hold what I didn't think was too heavy. In any case, did I get the thing out from under?
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. Yeah, so it's a necklace that you've got in your hand, and you look at it. It is the necklace of Lathander, the Morning Lord.
In any case, for some reason, this necklace of Lathander was either dropped and scattered or hidden at the back under there. Quite unusual.
You do see
What I
that the chain on the necklace is broken.
I would wager that whoever wore this necklace, the chain is broken, it's fallen off, and this might be the source of that blood stain. It does look, though, like, the person who lost this blood lost a lot of blood, but there was another person here. There's a trail of small blood drops, so perhaps our perpetrator leads out to the door.
I would look at Luelle and be like, do your kind tend to wear necklaces for the gods they associate with?
And I'll show my necklace.
So we are looking
Oh.
for perhaps a person of religion.
Well,
With some
think
words
it's-
religion.
Yes,
I
buddy?
think considering the. Oh, sorry.
That's
You're good. Do we remember if Mad Mary had a necklace of?
Oh, give me an intelligence, please. Sorry,
Everyone?
Elle?
No.
No, just Agitha. Elle, continue. What were you saying?
I think considering that this place is being terrorized by a devil, we can assume that many people carry religious artifacts on them that they believe will protect them. So the fact that this particular one looks broken and was cast aside, it could be it could be nothing. It could literally be they thought it would protect them and it didn't, and the enemy laughed as they ripped it off their neck. Or it could mean more.
With a 15, Agitha, you remember with certainty that you did not see a necklace, but that doesn't say that there might not have been a necklace underneath clothing or anything like that, but you definitely didn't see one.
I do think we should wonder where the body is. The blood just pools here. It doesn't seem to, like, sure, there's a few blood drops, but with the damage that was done to the person and the amount of blood pooling here, you would expect there to be a lot more blood as
Yes,
if they were
or
leaving.
drag marks at the very least, and I don't see any of those. That indicates that most likely something was done to clean up and conceal the body.
Maybe in this room?
I would say in this
idea.
room before it was removed from here.
I have.
Sorry, just so I can clarify, Angus, you would have made your way back in. Everyone is back together, just so feel free to.
I have another idea as to what could potentially have occurred, though that it is quite the speculation. If the blood is just in a pool and some drops here and there, would it be possible? Could it be possible that this is some sort of creature that absorbs blood? If there is no blood left to spill, then there would be no blood to create blood drops or drag marks.
There are also those who collect the blood of those they slay for certain darker realms of magic.
Trophies.
Yes. That is another possibility.
But why not leave the body?
That's the thing that...
Why take it?
Well,
If she really is dead, then why take the body?
I mean,
They
What,
didn't take Ireena's father's father
Because they
from his
didn't.
abode.
Because they didn't
they didn't access
let
that
them.
house. Yes, they scared him to death. This would be, like Agitha said, if there was something that subsisted off blood, perhaps it took the body to finish consuming it elsewhere.
And
Or,
there
again, the magics that I mentioned, there are rituals which use a body.
are also no destructive means of entry.
They're
Which
allowed in.
means they were invited in. I have magics, even in my own hobbyist practices, to influence people to do what I want. If this perpetrator has the same or more powerful magics, or if this is just a natural gift to them, they could have easily commanded them to invite them inside. Or it could have taken advantage of the fact that she wanted so badly for her daughter to come home. It could have taken on her daughter's form. It could have been her daughter coming back from the grave if she was dead. It could be so much.
Yes. I think what you're highlighting is we don't really know what we don't know. It's very hard to narrow down what could be happening here.
You need more.
Perhaps if there is a holy symbol in this home on a necklace, then the temple would be the next logical place to
I think that may be
seek answers.
a good thought.
We can also ask the priest about burial practices and about the body that's missing.
Though I have a concern as to this god's intentions. If a holy symbol is found in a home of a woman who may not have been involved, then is this god perhaps involved? Is this god not as genuine as they first appear? If they have symbols that do not work to keep evil out, but if they themselves are the evil?
Do I know how holy symbols work, Chris?
Yeah, it's through the faith of the deity. It's almost like you're using the symbol itself as a conduit to the god. So I mean, faith is a big part of it. Without the faith, they're just objects. They're just
That's what I thought. So I'm gonna relay that information. I mean, if the individual using the necklace doesn't have strong faith, it's just a necklace. It's not going to do anything.
Alternatively, perhaps it did do something. It offended them, and it was ripped off. It is difficult.
I think you could look at it both ways, like it offended them, or that it was laughable. It could be either one of those things, or it was just in the way.
Yes, it could. This may be a bit of a red herring. It may have just been something that was worn, that was torn off in the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we need
What
to
if
visit
it
the
wasn't
temple,
nothing
though.
to do with this struggle? Could
Is
it have
there
just been
blood?
lost?
Is there blood on it?
Yeah. There's a few. There's not a lot. There's a few splatter marks of blood.
But enough to say that it was probably done during the scuffle.
I agree. I think going to the temple is next best place after we complete our investigations here.
Yeah. The daughter's room was odd,
Very.
considering we know that her daughter is in her 20s, and this looks like the room of a very little girl.
The way she spoke of her, though, compared with the way it was explained to us, what occurred and the fact that she has been referred to as mad, may suggest that perhaps she was attempting to keep her daughter as her child for as long as possible.
Have we investigated that room specifically?
No.
I feel like we should do that.
So I would duck out into the corridor and head down into that room.
What are you
I wanna
looking
see
for
if I can-
specifically in this room?
I want to see if I can find anything that would show where the daughter herself would want to go. Like, if she had some, like, maybe a diary or drawings or something that's like a dream of a place of where she wants to be to escape or something.
Interesting. Katyana, how about yourself?
I would like to see if there has been regular use of the room, whether there is a thick layer of dust, if there is something in particular that does not have dust on it, therefore has been used more recently.
Okay. Agitha?
You said that it was like filled with dolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at those. I'm going to see. I don't know. Something's drawing me to the dolls, so Agitha is also going to investigate the dolls. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go with it. Investigator intuition.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I'll
Obviously.
take 10 minutes and I'm going to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
But you, Angus, are you going to be doing anything?
Angus.
Is there anything that's like idling around that I can just pass time with?
Actually,
Because I'm not
what
going
I
to be
will
any
say-
help in an investigation.
What I will say is you go back outside to look back at sort of the patch of dirt that you dug up. With your 18...
I've dug several holes. I've dug like 30 holes around
He's
this house.
tried.
So you go back to that task, and then that's when you notice with your 18 previously that there is a indent in the dirt, almost like a line embedded in the dirt near where the footsteps were. Now, if you could give me a intelligence sheet. Actually, I'm going to have a look at your character sheet just to see if there's anything.
Not intelligent.
Intelligence is my worst stat.
Mine too.
I'm on a
High
5. I'm on a 5.
You know what,
Are
just
you
give me another,
what is
give me another survival check, just because there's something I want
Yep.
to see if you notice or not. Yeah, so investigation for everyone else, survival
Another
for
18.
Angus.
Oh my god. Rage.
It's not a natural.
This is why you should have come with me, Rach. That's why you should have come with me.
16.
We're not built for this investigation life.
That
Remind
investigation
me-
light though.
So Katyana, you were going to look for something.
Sounds of use. And
Signs
if
of
there's
use.
anything secret.
Agitha, what were you looking for again?
The dolls. Also, I don't know if this. I'm gonna check my background feature real quick because I am like an actual investigator. So let me see if that helps.
We'll start with the detect magic. Plont, you go to detect if there's any magic or any magic within this place. You walk around the house so that you go behind each wall so that in case anything's blocked behind the wall. Nothing.
Nothing magical. Okay.
Al, you are almost overwhelmed by all the stuff in this room. All the dolls kind of look creepy as they're all kind of looking at you, and you kind of are a little too. You're a little too. What's the word for it? Weirded out in order to actually properly investigate. So you go to like grab something, and as you grab something, one of the dolls just starts going, "Mama, mama, mama," and then you just sort of drop it, and just sort of decide, I'm just walking away.
How is it doing
Katyana.
that if it's not magic?
Katyana, you notice with the 14 that this room there's heavy dust in this place. It doesn't look like this room has been touched in months.
And there's nothing that's not covered in dust. It's just that the dust is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
My investigator feature does not help in this context.
I can do that. 1 second.
So it's just a 16.
That is all good. 16. With a 16, you look at the dolls and you see that the dolls have all they have this tag on them. It just says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Is no fun, is no what?
Blinsky.
Blinsky.
They all
Do
seem
I
to have this
remember
tag.
any store called that?
You also I'm just trying to think of anything else you'd notice about the dolls. I don't think so. I think that's it. Yeah.
The dolls, what surrounds it?
Yeah. That's why I asked you to specifically tell me what you're looking at so that I can kind of tailor it.
Dolls,
to what you're rolling.
yeah.
But yeah, that's about all that you all notice in this room.
No, like bloodstains or anything on them?
Actually, sorry. With the 16, what I'll say is there is one doll that you notice underneath the pile, almost like it's hidden. It is a doll of it's a custom-made one that you can see. It doesn't have the tag, the "Is no fun, is no Blinsky" on it, but it seems to be depicting a. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see if we've got a picture of this. Give me 1 moment. Kind of looks a little bit like.
Where am I looking?
Sorry, I'm just. I'm going to throw it in Discord in a second. Just need to find the photo because I know there is a photo that exists. It's just I need to find it.
Is it a fucking elongated Furby?
No.
Because that's the true evil in this place.
Isn't it?
Why am I finding?
Imagine
Why
that.
is this? Why is this so hard to find a?
A centipede like Furby as a familiar.
Let's not make this too scary now. Come on.
Discord.
We're not playing one of Kieran's horror games.
Oh, sorry.
Go. That was hidden underneath all the other dolls. Is a doll that looks similar to this one that I've just sent you. very. It's almost like a hand puppet in a way, the way that it looks.
Okay. Is it well worn? Like
Yeah.
it was like a favorite?
Looks like a lot of care has been put into this this thing.
Where was it hidden? Like just under all the dolls, or like
Under
under
all
the
the
bed?
under all the dolls.
Stab it, and then it'll go hide in another part of the house.
I will take it. I will take it, and I will show the others.
Al,
Well, that-
when you see this doll, give me a intelligence. Yeah, I just need like a just general memory roll.
Doll's not magic.
Intelligence
magic.
is my worst. Why you do this to me? All right, let me see.
Good luck.
I think you're better off. You're better off than I am. I'm on a 5 intelligence.
I'm on 19 over here.
6. Yeah, it's a
I'm at a
creepy looking
7
doll.
for intelligence.
Similar to those dolls. It's a creepy looking. It's similar to those other dolls. But yeah, anyway, you all gather back around. I'll leave you all to take it away once again.
I've looked around the place and it doesn't look like there's anything magical here. So, if there was, if there were magical shit.
Before we start off, I just realized I forgot to give Angus the result of his survival check.
I thought you were just gonna do like a little seed and then come to me.
No. So as you're looking at this indent in the dirt, you look over and see one of the bushes nearby, and that's when you notice, like with your survival check, that there's something in the bushes. The bushes don't look quite how they should. And as you rummage through the bushes, you find a wrapped bundle in the bushes.
What is this?
Opening the bundle, you notice as you sort of peel the layers back that there are smears of blood, lots and lots of blood on these sheets, and within the sheets is a bronze symbol of a sun that has various like the sun rays that are coming out of it are like sharp metal bronze, and one of them has deep red in it. One of the little rays of sun has a deep red in it, and it's this bronze, almost like medallion. It's quite big, and it looks like it's there's a pin on the back, so it was almost pinned on somebody's.
Sweet, and you'll like stick it on his chest.
Now that you've discovered that, all of you group back up together inside.
Look what I found!
is-
As he points to it.
What is that?
The weapon?
I have no idea, but it's pretty cool.
It's covered in blood, Angus.
Did you not think
Only-
to wash
only a little
it
bit.
before you put it on?
At that, he'll take it off, pull out his water skin, and just pour it all over it.
Was that the same
Right?
water skin you spilt?
I refilled it, and I'm going to have to refill it again.
Very well.
Can I investigate the blood before Angus decides to throw water?
What are you
on it?
wanting to
I just want to
investigate?
see if it looks. Huh?
What about it? What are you investigating about
I
it?
want to know if it looks like it's human blood or if it looks like it might be some creature's blood.
Medicine.
I want to know if
Medicine
I
check.
Also, if it's like as congealed as the one
20.
on the floor. Oh.
Yep. Was it 20?
Also, if it's to do with like looks like it's a struggle, or if it looks like it's just there from like a ritual or something like that.
Whether or not
If
it's
it's
human's
Strahd's
blood,
blood, let us know.
whether or not it's human's blood it's something that's going to be very hard to tell. But what you can tell with your 20 is that it is congealed as much as the pool of blood in the bedroom.
Is it a splash of blood, or is it
Then-
like
then
something
you'll
that's
clean
been
it.
dumped in it?
It looks like it's been done.
been stabbed. Yeah, it looks like they've been stabbed. That's my understanding. Is it's like one of
Okay.
the spikes of the sun looked like it was like stabbed into somebody.
More of these holy symbols from this sun god.
And also, obviously, the I'm assuming you took in the sheets, the bloody sheets as well.
Why would
Well.
it be wrapped and then thrown out into the bushes? Is my
To
question.
hide evidence.
Yeah, someone wanted to hide what had happened inside.
But left the blood? Like,
In
that
there-
doesn't make much sense.
Unless they were trying to hide involvement of someone to do with the sun god.
I don't know.
You don't
Well,
think
they-
somebody dropped it as a clue instead?
Yes, they must be leaving us a nice little trails to make it like an adventure rather than a murder
It
investigation.
It could have been Mary.
It
Had she
mean,
been
could've.
attacked, she could have dropped it.
After
just-
she took the time to wrap it in a sheet whilst she was bleeding out.
That's the part that I'm confused about. Is if she was defending herself, why wrap it and then throw it out the window?
The necklace that you found was hidden, right? It was like cast away from.
Well, not
That
really
very well could
hidden,
have been,
but it looked like it had been taken
Cast
off and
away.
fallen down. It didn't look like it had been deliberately placed behind the large piece of furniture that Luelle dropped on me.
right.
I imagine it would be hard to place things deliberately when you're bleeding out on the floor because you've been stabbed with the sun god's son.
No.
Yes, exactly.
My assumption was that if it was cast away by whomever this is that is offended by this sun god, that perhaps they also used that as a murder weapon to deface and to desecrate, wrapped it in a bundle because they didn't want to touch it themselves, and then cast away. I don't know. I'm trying to think of as many possibilities as possible and then narrow down.
I mean, maybe it's plausible that the criminal wanted to hide each of these symbols. I think it's an interesting choice to wrap it and then dispose of it. Was it in a bush like outside of a window, or was it actually like on the side of the building as if they had to like leave the building and like dispose of it?
Side of the building, outside the porch.
Okay. I wonder if that's where the blood drops are from.
We should probably take our investigation there.
Yes, might be a good idea.
Okay.
Good job, Angus.
What? I don't know why I'm saying it in Angus's voice. What time is it?
It's
Well,
about
let's.
it's early morning. Still early morning.
Okay.
Are we gonna go to where Angus was at and like continue
Mhm.
to see if we can follow the trail,
I think so.
even though that's where the blood?
Onward to vision.
Okay.
You make your way outside. You see that the guard is a little bit a few feet away from the porch, still like just, and the crowd is still around. There's about 6 of them or so, and he's still trying to calm them down as you make your way out.
I'll wander over to the guard and I'll just say, "Are these folks a little rowdy? Would it be handy if some of them went to sleep for a while?"
If only they could. If only. Please, calm down, please. There's nothing to go back home.
And I'll just cast sleep on the crowd. One moment, please.
You're just wasting the spell slot.
I'm good with it.
Investing.
It's not a waste if it fulfills role play.
It's a waste if we're about to go into a battle at the frickin' church.
Did that
5d8.
not roll? It didn't roll the 5d8.
No.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Three.
Damn.
That is
Shit.
plenty to suddenly the crowd just hushes
The god as well.
as they just sort of go down on the ground and just curl up like all individually one by one, and they start sleeping on the cobblestone. The guard will look at you and just is that you?
Yeah, a little trick eye, Laurent.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
You might want to just keep an eye on them still, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
We should probably update them, right? In case the Burgomaster comes back.
We'll
don't
tell
know
them where we are
much.
going. Yeah. Just
We're
tell
just
them where
gonna-
we're going.
Alright. We are going to investigate that section of the woods. We believe we have found a lead. In case the Burgomaster comes back and wonders where we are,
Sorry,
that is where we have gone.
sorry, the woods.
What? Sorry, the bushes.
Yeah, it's just the bushes in front of the place. You probably don't need to even say anything to the person,
okay.
just because it's literally in front of the place. You look at the you look at the bush. There doesn't seem to be anything else within the bush where Angus found that bundle. But you also all see that indent in the dirt as well. That sort of line that goes for a little bit.
Are there any footsteps after, like, that go
There's a lot of
beyond
holes.
the bushes?
No.
Besides the
footsteps.
holes.
No footsteps.
Okay. So it kind of looks like it just kind of ends then after without the
Well,
holes.
you wouldn't be able to tell this just because it got dug up, but I will just remind you, there was footsteps that were seen that were facing towards the road. So if they had moved onto the cobblestone road, there would obviously be no further footsteps.
Got it. Well, I don't think there's anything else for us to see here.
Then
Hang on. What was Aaron gonna say?
With my 18, would it not have been clear what the indent was from, since it's like a track?
Oh yeah, actually,
technically?
yeah. With an 18, yeah. It was a wagon wheel.
I will relay that information. That looks like wagon tracks. No?
So the body maybe was
I
wheeled.
would
Yeah.
assume so.
Thing.
And it wouldn't be hard to conceal a body in a wagon. Wouldn't be unusual for a wagon to be dragged across. It could go unnoticed.
Perhaps that is why the medallion was then covered in sheets. It was on the wagon and it fell off.
Starting to make a lot of sense.
It's also starting to sound a lot less devil-like. I don't know about you, but if I was a devil, I wouldn't put a body in a wagon and wrap up the weapon and try to dispose of it, personally.
What direction is it going? Like, what way is it facing?
It's pointed towards the cobblestone road.
But we don't know if they went north or south.
You don't know where they went, like if they went north, south, or if they, because there's also that T intersection up ahead, that crossroad. So you don't even know if they went left or right or.
Yeah.
Can I briefly go back to that guard real quick?
Mm-hmm.
And just be like, God, is it common in this village for people to own a wagon?
Yes, we all have wagons. Well, most of us have wagons. Yeah.
Is there any area that perhaps would have a lot of wagons? In particular, I mean.
Not in the village.
Interesting. Where?
Probably, the Vestani camp would probably be the closest place where there's a lot of wagons. There's also, some abandoned farmhouses that probably have some abandoned wagons in them. But, most people here have one in their property, if they have them.
Thank you. And he'll go back to the group and again relay that information.
We heard that the Vistani are allegedly agents of this devil, right? Or that they are his chosen. It could be
Yes.
possible that they did something.
That is possible.
Perhaps we should go
Interesting.
and investigate this Vistani camp after the temple.
After we go to the priest.
Yes.
I think we should take care
I
of
agree. The priest is priority.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go to the temple then.
Ismark finally makes his way over. He's looking very confused at this group that's asleep. He looks
They've got
over...
like nightcaps on and they've got little blankets.
Yeah. Little Z's are coming out of their noses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just looks confused at all of you. What's happened?
Keep it down. The crowd was getting a little rowdy, so I gave the guard a hand with them. They're unharmed.
Oh, okay. Well, I managed to convince those stupid idiots not to rush the castle.
Well, you probably saved their lives.
I definitely saved their lives. What did you all find?
I doubt that the devil, as you call him, had anything to do with this.
Okay. What makes you say that?
Well, it seems that there was a murder. There is a murder weapon, and she points to the pin on, or it's a pin, right? Like on Angus.
It's like a bulky brooch almost. So it's like it's almost like a
decent
globe,
size,
like a half-size globe. Like that's kind of what I'm like. Sorry, not a half-size globe, but a globe that's been cut in half is what I'm thinking. Like it's like this big solid bit of metal with metal sun rays coming out of it. So almost looking like a sun.
Got it. She points to that. That seems to have been the murder weapon. It was wrapped in a bloody sheet.
The use of the Morning Lord symbol to kill someone. That is blasphemous.
Yes.
Yes. But the thing I think that makes it suspicious and doesn't seem like it was the devil that did it is the fact that the body and the weapon was concealed. Now, I don't believe the devil would conceal the body or a weapon if they were going to murder somebody. There seems to have been a wagon that was carrying the body and the weapon seems to have fallen out of it. However, we can't tell where the wagon went.
Thank you so much for your report. I will continue investigating this place with the guard now that the villagers have calmed down. And you five are free to do what you wish. Thank you so much for your assistance.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, friend.
We're gonna go check out the priest and see if we can get your father put to rest.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And Ismark will nod and he'll say, if you Ireena will probably be back at the manor by now. But if you need me, I'll be here most likely, or I'll be at the tavern.
Very well.
With that, Ismark will walk inside with the guard, leaving the five of you there with the sleeping mass. Do you make your way? You obviously will be making your way to the church, right? So, is there any conversation on the way as you see, or as you continue walking down the cobblestone road?
What do you think we're going to find at this church, considering
Ideally, the priest.
Yes, however, I'm concerned there might be a fight.
I'm concerned that the priest is having a lapse of faith. Perhaps they are overwhelmed. If they are the only priest of this entire city undergoing a crisis from supposedly the devil, and their prayers are going unanswered, murder weapons are being found to kill the flock, he may not be doing too well. May not think that it is worth or that he is not good enough to perform services anymore.
Perhaps he's lost his face, ideally. Just in general.
It is possible. Either or, the reason why we are going there is so that we can get the woman to follow us.
Mm-hmm.
So, one way or another, we will make sure that happens.
You're muted.
Perception checks, please, everyone, as you make your way down the street.
Can I use my passive? Just 13.
Yeah, that's fine.
For fuck's sakes.
Oh, God.
Sim, why are you rolling so poorly?
I don't
Sim?
know.
Have you rolled over a 10?
No, I don't think so.
As you're making your way down the street, the Plont, you notice the little boy is following you at a distance, sort of trying to remain hidden, but being very bad at it.
Angus, that little boy from the house is following us. I know that you're
Ellie?
good with children. Yes, yes. Maybe have a word with him. We might be going into danger.
That sounds very admirable. I will. Yes, a child should not be coming into potential danger. Of course.
Well, he'll look around and try and spot the direction and then sort of gesture to the child, come here.
The child will startle for a moment before making their way slowly towards you. Their eyes planted at Plont the whole time.
He'll squat down and get to his level again, and
Sorry for
he'll say,
following you.
Ellie, we might be going into potential danger, little man. There's no place for a child, okay? Need to keep you safe.
You notice
understand?
that the boy has got something in their hand. That they're like holding it like that, and they're looking still at Plont, and they just say, Can I speak with your friend, please?
Yes, what is that you have there? Plont, friend.
Oh, okay. Hello, little one.
You're a wizard, are you not? You use magic. You're
Yes.
well, perhaps you could help me.
Oh,
My-
Perhaps.
And the kid opens their hands, revealing a dead bird in their hands. Please help.
What? This child, this is a little disturbing, child. I do magic, but to do to do a card trick, but with the body of a dead bird, that's I think you need to talk to your parents about what you're asking me to do, young man.
Plont, I think he wants you to bring it back.
Sorry, Plont. What?
Tears start welling
what-
up in
what
the
he
in the
means.
kid's eyes.
Ellie. What he means is that wizards are very complex, you see. They do very particular things very well, and my friend Plont here, he's not that kind of wizard. I'm sorry.
Can I investigate it and see if it's dead or if it's just super unconscious?
If anyone here can heal it, it's going to be Ellie, right?
Medicine,
Oh,
please.
Ellie. Oh.
Medicine,
What was that?
please. Medicine. He'll just say, no, he just needs woken up. He's been asleep for a few days. Lazy bones.
Oh, he's dead.
Angus will like ruffle his hair and go,
You're very sweet, Ellie, but I'm sorry.
With an 8, Al, you're fairly sure that this bird is dead.
How old is this child looking?
Looks to be about 6, 7.
Okay.
Listen.
Could I just for the sake of it roll animal handling? Because I'm like familiar with animals.
Sure. It's not going to do anything but sure.
It's just like
You gonna puppeteer it?
asleep. I'll know it's asleep because animal handling, right? Oh, it's not one. It's a lie.
Oh my god.
Angus,
you
you're
don't
fairly
know that it's asleep.
you're fairly convinced that it is asleep, and perhaps Plont should find a way to wake it up. Probably has a spell to wake it up.
Eli.
Yes,
Ellie, I think his name is.
it's Eli.
I'm pretty sure it's Eli.
That's Ellie, for sure.
I'm sorry to say, but I'm a healer where I'm from. I can save people.
Can you wake him up?
I cannot wake him up because he's not asleep. He's dead. His soul is gone.
Are you 100% sure? I think it might be alive.
You know what?
Yes, my job is to keep you guys alive. I know what I can and cannot heal. Agitha, for example, I could not heal that one night.
Oh, are you saying that in front of the child? Gonna be like, oh!
He's 6. He doesn't get it.
Who knows what he's gonna say to his mama?
Did Chris say he was 6?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Young enough.
That's young. Fuck me.
Like, smirks a little bit at the funny.
Eli, do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it means?
It's when the devil gets you. But the devil hasn't been near, my friend.
And who told you this? Mama, Papa?
Mama, Papa.
Okay. So, while that may be true, death is very difficult to explain fully. It has many faces, but I'm not good with children. They...
Maybe whisper it into my ear and I can say it.
You think it is asleep, yes?
He's asleep.
You take a big breath with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then out. And then put your hand on your chest. Do you feel that thumping?
Yes.
Yes. See, that means, usually, that you are alive. You can eat and you can drink and you can play in the sun with Mama and Papa. This bird is not breathing. The thumping, it is all gone. It does not play with the other little birdies in the sky. But there is a beautiful thing. When this bird has died, what is within comes out and it goes to another place, a beautiful place where it can play and dance and sing with its mama and its papa and all of its friends and all of the other creatures. They're just not here anymore.
Eli takes a moment to consider that before looking a little bit crestfallen, covering the bird back up, nods, and just through sniffles says thank you before turning around and walking away with their head down. Bunny, can you please grab an inspiration, please?
Thank you.
With the kid gone, the group of you continue your trail northwards up the cobblestone road. The houses, once again, these strange angles, the mist sort of thin, hovering over everywhere as these strange angles of these houses and the roofs jut up into the sky. But you continue making your way until you see I'm just going to move your tokens here. Until you reach the place where it's pretty obvious where the church is, which is this place up here. as you approach the door, as you approach the church, now there is a. Sorry, just give me one moment. Just realised I didn't load something that I should have loaded.
It's the inside map of the chapel.
I think the crow raven.
Yeah. So atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft. So as you're making your way up, you see this giant pillar that extends up to the sky. That has there is a castle that you can see over sort of close by, and one of the spires of the castle sort of comes down around where. Close to where the church is, but this castle sort of stands in the distance. But you see that the foot of this the foot of the spire nearby is a grey sagging edifice of stone and wood. You see that the church clearly has very similar markings on the side that denote that there has been some sort of that denote very similar to the markings that were outside the manor of Ireena and Ismark, sort of to denote that creatures have been lurking around here and sort of scratch marks and claw marks. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. And you, as you approach the heaven wooden doors, you see around where the claw marks and the fire scorches are. There is a note on the door that just says, "Apologies, I am sick." Knock it on the door. Heavy wood reverberates. No response. No answer. You go to open the door. The door is locked.
I look at Katya.
Yeah, I also look.
What?
As we pull on the door. Hey, this is locked.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Are you able to open it?
Nah, I suppose I could give it a try.
Sleight of hand, please. As Katyana pulls out the thieves' tools.
There's your first 10.
It was a 7, technically.
You fiddle around with the locks for a little bit until you kind of sort of start to realize that the bolts on here are quite different to the ones in Waterdeep and the Wheel From. So you're not quite used to the mechanisms in these doors, and so you're unable to use your thieves' tools to unlock it, unfortunately.
Can I strength check break it down?
Angus, you notice the four of you notice Angus begin to rear back as Katyana
I'm gonna stop
Angus,
him.
no.
I'm gonna stop him. They need these doors at night.
I mean, we can fix it. Like, we need to get in.
Are
Let's
you a
try the
carpenter?
windows.
What if we walk around the building, see if there's an open window?
Yeah, before we destroy anything, let's try to get in.
Seems weird that he would lock the front door but leave a window open.
Maybe he's baking pie.
Okay, apparently your logic beats mine.
Is this a fence around the back of it, Chris? Like this line that's around there? Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, just give me a sec. What I will do, in fact, is I am going to... Actually, I won't do that yet. Sorry, what? Can you ping that again?
Like this part around here. I don't know if that's pinging properly or not.
I don't think you pinged.
This part?
Press and hold.
Yeah, that's a fence. Yeah, as you sort of go around, you see that that's the fence that leads into the cemetery. There's gates nearby.
I don't know how to ping stuff. I don't know.
Can we hop it?
You click on
You
it
press
and
and
hold.
You left click and hold. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fence.
Yeah, cool. So Katyana would be moving down this way in particular, just taking it upon herself to have a squiz.
You see where you are right now that there is a window, a stained glass window that depicts a sun in the stained glass. You try to peer through it. It is hard to look through, so I'm gonna need a perception check, please, on disadvantage to see if you spot anything. Al, what are you doing as you go up to the fence? The gate?
I'm looking to see if I can climb over it.
Oh yeah, easily climb over it. 19.
Cool.
Are there chimneys?
Wait, why did you do 2?
2 rolls, so disadvantage, you said?
Disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, duh. So you jump over the fence, Al, and you see that there is a cemetery here. There are tombstones everywhere. Lots of weathered writing. It's quite an old cemetery. As you explore around back here, are you able to give me a perception, please? Katyana, with your 10, you try to peer through, but you can't quite see anything. It's very bright colours, so you can't quite see what's through. Plont, Agitha, and Angus, what are you 3 doing?
Are there chimneys?
No, there is no chimney.
No
There is a
chimneys.
there is a bell tower, though.
Right, okay.
Potentially do that.
Oh yeah, you could climb with your rogue athletics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump the fence too.
Could you give me a hand, help me over?
Oh.
Thanks.
Katyana
can
would
you-
continue to follow Luelle as well, by the way, around the back.
Can you give
Yeah,
me an
animation.
athletics check, please, Agitha, to assist Plont? Sorry, Katyana, I completely missed what you said.
That's okay, I'm just following Luelle around the back.
Okay, cool. Can you also give me a perception as well, please, then, if you're following? Angus, what are you doing?
I have Tinker's tools. Would they be any use to me at the moment?
Don't think so. I'm just gonna look that up. No. This would not help at all. Okay.
Still want to break down that fucking door.
So what are you doing then?
Your last result. That's the last resort.
So you're just waiting
I'll
around?
I'll wait at the front door then. I'll just wait. They'll open it for me.
7 from Katyana, 12 from Rach.
Do you need me to roll an athletics?
Yeah, roll a perception, please. As you, with that 17, Agitha, you're easily able to pull Plont over.
Okay, cool. I'll roll perception then.
These are really good. These are good.
Glad they're good.
Yeah, very glad they're good.
Yeah,
Very
we did
glad.
it.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Yeah,
Were they
very
were
glad
they
they're
good,
good.
Sim?
Me?
Were they good?
Very
Yeah,
awesome.
were they good?
Oh, fucking
Really good.
Gabe tried to make macarons.
Yeah,
And yeah, he's kind of nailed the consistency a little bit. We've been trying to perfect it for a while.
cool.
So it's just
I'm glad they were good.
Yeah.
Are you guys fucking good?
No, but the
Not as
macarons
good as those
are.
macarons.
Okay.
So, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. What was happening?
Sorry, Gabe was at the
Agitha
door.
succeeded in getting over
Oh, yeah.
and with Plont.
Plont had just found a book with all of the spells
No, that
in the
is
wizard
not what happened.
spell book.
Was it
I
good?
broke down the door.
Was it good though?
Not as good as those macarons. Oh, she's gone.
But yeah, none of you really see anything in this cemetery other than the crypts and the tombstones that are around here.
Our perception
That's good.
really sucks.
What
Yes.
about my familiar?
Mm-hmm. What about
Yeah.
your familiar?
Let's. Can they see? Like, I'll look up their an imp stats. Can they?
Yeah, just use their
Do
use their
it.
passive, right?
Level, let me see.
Katyana is
Something
gonna.
higher than 12.
If I wander around the graveyard to the other end, is there anything further that can be seen? Or do I need to roll again?
Let's have a look.
You're gonna
Like
get
if
up
I was
into
to
the
get
lobby.
to like, if I was to get to like say here and
Yep.
to be looking around, including towards the building, would I be able to see the bell tower from there as well?
Oh yeah, you see the bell tower. Yeah, the bell tower can kind of
Okay,
be seen
cool.
from everywhere. The bell tower is within the church itself. It's sort of around the sort of northern end of it. And you go to the middle. You don't see anything other than these tombstones and crypts that are here. Nothing.
Cool. She would turn towards the church and be like, "Elle, give me a lift," and motion towards the roof.
Okay, don't fall.
A little bit dizzy now.
You haven't really been on your game today.
Well, apparently not. No.
I'll give her a
So-
boost up.
Okay. So you two are doing
then-
that. What are the others doing? Plont, Agitha, what are you two doing?
Well, I'm gonna roll for my little imp. See if it can see.
In the boy.
In the
I
what?
bet it's going to be lower. I bet it's going to be lower than its passive.
Probably. But, you know, that's whatever.
Sometimes we got to take passives, folks.
Passive is 11.
Yeah, we
What?
need higher than that.
What do you mean when you say take a passive? What does that even mean? Because I
So-
feel like
That is a 13 perception.
It says 12 on our screen.
Yeah, but it's got a
It's
plus
plus
one.
The crow flies in the sky, sort of
as the crow
looking
flies.
around, and you don't see anything of import. There's quite a lot of clutter and things around here. You're not too sure what you're looking for either, so you don't see anything. Plont, sorry, what were you doing?
Finding a spell book.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I've just come over into the cemetery yard.
Mhm.
So I think I want to look around and see if there's any of the. Are there like? Is it just tombstones, or are there like sort of crypts as
Yeah,
well?
there are crypts. There are crypts and mausoleums here as well.
Cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna see if any of the crypts and mausoleums are open, and
Oh no.
potentially look and see if there is
That worries me so
a
much.
secret entrance into the church.
I have so many concerns.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. Elle and Katyana. Katyana, can you give me an acrobatics? Elle, can you give me an athletics? Angus, you're still outside. You're still just waiting.
Oh, nat 20, yo.
Heyo.
25 total. Not 20, though. That's the kind of roll.
Nice. If you could keep doing that, thank you. So your athletics, what was I rolling? Sorry.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Nice. Good rolls from
High
both
five.
of you. I'm going to say what happens is that Elle, you kind of
go girl team.
you go down on a knee. Katyana sort of hops on.
Like cheerleader status.
Yeah.
Hey.
And you actually throw her quite high up in the sky. Like you throw her quite high, Katyana. You're kind of taken off guard with how high you're throwing. You're almost all the way up to the top of the bell tower as you deftly quickly grab the side of the bell tower and in-game purchase.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm able to get into the bell tower from up here.
You climb up over the railing. There's a big giant golden bell here with a rope that goes all the way down a sort of square hole into the church itself. You can hear echoed whispers from below.
Oh, no.
You look down and you can see that it's quite dark down there, but you see a figure that is at the altar of what looks to be the church, close to where the rope is dangling, and they're just kind of their head down. Seems like the whispering is coming from them.
So I mean, how far is it from the rope to the floor, I guess. It'd have to be close enough to something to be able to ring it, right?
Yeah. So it goes all the way down to the floor.
Yeah, cool. I would continue my way down and try to stealthily unlock somewhere. Like try to get around old Bud without him even noticing me.
There is a ladder. There's a ladder nearby.
Cool.
There is also
Let's take the ladder then. Oh, sorry, you go.
Take the rope. Isn't the bell gonna ring? And that's
Potentially, it has potential to ring, yeah, so.
I'm just going to have a quick look just to see where this would be positioned.
Is there a door in the back where we're at, or
no,
is it only
there's
the front?
There's no door at the back. There are stained glass windows in the back. There are no doors at the back.
Once I see that she's gone inside the bell tower, I'm gonna go to the front where Angus is waiting, because I think the assumption is since there's nothing in the back, she has to go to the front.
So what do the others do? What does Agitha and Plont do? Do you follow?
I'll announce that. I'll be like, she's going to unlock the front door since there's no back door, so we should go over there in case she needs us. You're muted.
You're muted, Bum.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Yes, could you get her to open this back door? There's something I want to check out over here.
What back door?
There's no back door.
Oh, there's no back door. Oh.
No.
Well, that's awkward.
There's no back door leading out into the cemetery?
How do you get into the cemetery then?
There's a gate.
You go around.
There's a gate on the fence.
Depends that we all jumped anyway.
Gotcha. Yeah, Agatha's just going to kind of like walk through the gravestones and look at family names. I don't know. She's quite macabre, so she's just going to be investigating the gravestones, people's names, all that.
And Plont, you're going to continue exploring around the mausoleums. Yeah, so you open one, you look in. There's nothing really untoward in here, and you have a look at I'm going to say 4 or 5, and there's mainly just wilted flowers and not a lot really here. But we'll cover you in a moment. As Katyana, you make your way down the ladder. You drop off into a puddle of water.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
As you look down, you see that there's quite a lot of...
Is it yellow water?
Looks like I'm not the only one who wet himself this session.
There is a lot of water and debris on the ground. As you have made your way in, there is a... You're in a small room. In fact, you know what? This might be the perfect opportunity to do a little change to where you all are.
Dun, 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 dun.
Obviously, ignore those that are there that shouldn't be there.
Black screen.
Why is it black? Oh, because you've got to scroll down.
No, it's
Wait,
fine.
no.
I just got to scroll down. Yeah.
But I'm inside.
Okay, so
Where would I be?
you will be in here.
Right. Is that an altar there?
No, okay, so I was going to load that up. 2 6. Sorry, give me a moment.
Oh my goodness. Why were you not more prepared for this, Chris? I'm honestly disappointed.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Don't kick me out of the call.
So you see that this room is time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles and puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut, and there's a padlock over the chains.
Okay.
But there's also a door as well that leads out of this room.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll be looking towards going to the door then, to hopefully sneakily check if it's locked or not, if I can get out through it.
You open the door. It is unlocked. You are led into a dark, corridor. With your vision, your dark vision, you can clearly see most of this, and you see a figure that is hunched over near an altar in this church, around sort of the top of the church. And you also notice that a number of the pews have been destroyed in here as well.
Yeah. All right. And to my left, if obviously I'm facing this direction, this would be the door.
Yeah, you see the double doors. Yeah, you turn around and you can clearly tell that those are the double doors that lead outside.
And can I see if those are able to be unlocked from the inside more easily? Do they have a key in them? Do they?
It's just a latch. Yeah, you just unbolt the door. Sorry, it's just a bolt.
Cool. Unbolting. Get in here.
The door.
She's not actually going to yell. That was out of character.
And Al, you see Al and Angus. You see Katyana on the other side. Plont and Agitha. Now, Plont, I was going to do something, but I'm deciding not to. And after about 5 or 6 of these mausoleums that you've looked at that have really held nothing, and mainly just stone coffins that are above ground, would you give up the chase and go find Agitha and regroup with everyone? Cool. Right, so you're all regrouped here as the doors have been opened, and you see the same sights that Katyana had seen. You see that the chapel is in shambles with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of the candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of any shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him, obviously, hangs the thick rope that goes all the way up to the bell tower. This priest doesn't seem to have noticed you. He's just whispering underneath his breath with his hands clasped together, head down.
And you said soiled robes.
Well, dirty robes, I should say.
Not blood?
Well, yeah, I'm going to say you can't quite tell what it's soiled with. Yeah, it looks like it might be dirt. What you can also tell is he's got bandages on him. He's got a bandage on his forearm. He has a bandage over his forehead. Looks like he's been injured by something lately. But yeah, he hasn't quite noticed you yet. He's just praying at the altar, his head down.
Okay, cool. Not quite feeling the intensity of the sort of tense situation that we're in. Angus will walk in after Katyana opens the door and go, "Are you the priest? Hello."
Sorry, my children. I didn't notice that you'd come in. I'm. And he kind of looks around and sees that you all can see that this place is in disrepair, and he just looks back up and he just says, I'm sorry, I'm not well. I would not recommend that you come close to me. You might get my sickness.
What sickness?
What sickness do you have, priest?
I don't know. I'm trying to recover. I'm praying to the Lord to bring cure for my illness.
Which Lord?
The Morning Lord. Lathander, obviously. Oh, sorry, he wouldn't know Lathander. He'd just know the Morning Lord.
I introduced you, my friend. Luelle, she's a healer. And he pats you in the back.
I could take a look at you. I am a paladin.
And he kind of once again looks around at this place that's all ruined, and he just says, "This is probably not the best place to speak. This church has seen better days. Perhaps we shall speak outside." Yes.
What happened?
Oh, it's a long, long story. Please, I'll speak to you all outside.
We have time for you to give us your long story.
I'll talk to you all outside, please. I'm not...
We are not getting outside.
No need to be so forceful.
Okay, all right. What happened was He sighs. And he just says, "My son, he came back from a long time away. He wasn't exactly how he was when he left. And, a lot of heated words were said, and he ruined this place in his anger and stormed away.
Your son
Yes.
was passed away?
I-
You mean to say?
No, my son, he was changed. He's not, he was changed either by, he was meaner, angrier, and, he said some terrible things.
Katyana would have
Now.
wandered up to here at this point to be able to see, generally speaking.
I must admit, I am not. My illness, it is an excuse.
It is an illness of the heart, perhaps?
Yes, it is an illness of the heart, an illness of grief.
Mm.
It is my boy. This is what he's. In his fit of rage, this is what he did before he left.
I'm sorry, my friend, but my understanding is that you have an obligation to these people. They need you. Maybe you can find some comfort in that. Comfort in a purpose.
As a person of
persuade?
religion, I can understand your struggle between family and your faith. But this town is being threatened. And people need to see you in order to have their faith restored and strengthened. So how can I help you help this town?
What? You say I'm needed for something. What is it that I'm needed for? I merely just need some time for myself. I don't know. What am I needed for?
Ishmark's father, he passed.
Corleone
to be buried.
Voltage. Oh my. Of course.
Burgomaster.
Of course, I wasn't aware that we lost our Burgomaster. Perhaps, yes. He needs the burial rites, of course. Okay.
Of course.
Right, just...
I apologize, friend, but a job is a job, and my understanding is religion is very important.
Yes, you are right. The Morning Lord needs to watch our Koilan Indrovovich pass on to the next life. No, indeed. I will give me a moment to freshen up, and come to the cemetery with the body, and we will bury Koilan.
Thank you.
Is your son going to return?
I don't think so.
Like insight. Yeah.
I would also like to understand if he's just trying to get us out. Please and thank you.
This is why we take passives, Bunny.
So,
You have inspiration, Bunny.
Do you really
I don't
care
think-
about whether his story about his son is true? That's the
His
question.
son is probably underneath the church because Chris
been
did
bolted
say
in.
that there was a door
yeah,
in the
100%.
floor.
Yeah, Son's been bolted down there. My concern is that he's trying to get us out of the church so he can lock us out again.
That's what I'm thinking. But if
Okay.
that's the case, then, we have someone that can break the door down.
Yes, we have two people who can.
What are you gonna get with your one on this, Agitha? What are you gonna
Oh
get?
god. Yeah, what am I gonna get? I'm gonna get
He
got.
is Strahd. I'm gonna keep
How do you
making this
get
joke
a
every
nat
single
one
time somebody
on
rolls
insight?
proof.
That's the
Girl,
that
I
is so
don't know.
insane.
Okay, I know how. We'll cover that in a bit. I'll write a note here.
Oh no. I hate when the
Plont is
DM
the
writes
only
notes.
one that did well. Wait, you didn't do insight,
Me.
Aaron.
I don't want to.
I didn't do an insight either, to be fair.
Oh, why didn't you?
I forgot. I thought I clicked it and it obviously didn't.
Yes, you got
With an
Hey!
18?
Jesus.
With an 18, when he says that his son will not be coming back, he's lying. Take of that what you will.
Yay.
Well, I don't know that. Only Katya knows that. So
Yeah.
But yes,
So-
yes. Allow me to freshen up, and yeah, I'll meet you in the cemetery.
No. No, I do
Very
not
well.
think we will go.
Goodbye.
No.
But I need to.
No, I do not know that you're being as truthful as you say you are.
if
do you
your
mean?
son is going to return and he's not what he was before, he's not how he was before, you're
He
putting
became
this town
cool.
at risk.
Where is your son now?
I don't know. He left.
Is he telling the truth?
More insight rolls. I guess.
15.
I'm assuming I don't roll because I got an out one.
Probably. Me and Katya got the
15 club.
Here.
With 15, he's not telling the truth. But with the 15, I'll also tell you he's very unlikely to tell you what this is. That's what you get. He's very guarded with his son, obviously.
Well, then I guess some of us will wait here with you, and some of us will go collect.
No. You don't understand. The funeral procession. There needs to be people in the funeral procession. It's part of our
Yes, and there
tradition.
will be. The whole town will be in the funeral procession. They're going to come out to honor their Burgomaster, are they not?
Okay, all right. Yes, that is fine. You can stay here. Woman, sorry, what are all your names?
Woman is fine.
My name is
I am
Elle.
also called woman.
Elle
Woman
is
0 or
her
woman
actual
1?
name.
Woman is woman.
Woman 1, woman 2.
Mm,
Woman is Womantha.
yeah.
Agatha.
My name
Oh
is-
no.
I'm gonna actually introduce myself. My name is Elle, and I worship Tyr. Again, if you need help.
Yes, that would be most appreciative. Okay, well, I have to go into my office and get changed and prepare the rites, so, decide who I guess is going to stay, and then he just kind of walks past you all and then just goes into his office.
He's like really weirded out by the fact that they don't trust him. He's just like a guy. He's just chilling.
Yep, honey.
I'm gonna leave my familiar here, but in spider form. See if I can spy on him while I'm
Nice.
Because if everything's in disarray, it would make sense if the spider got in here.
Yeah.
So who's staying behind?
Um,
Who's not?
Elle will volunteer because she's very comfortable in a church, and while she's staying here, she's gonna help clean up because it feels like it's part of her responsibility.
Aggie's going.
Plont's gonna go with Aggie.
I'm leaving.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
stay.
need someone with strength to carry the body, so you're doing it.
Yeah, Katyana would stay just because she really doesn't like the way this priest is banging on about his son as well. Doesn't think anyone should be left on their own.
As they go to leave, Plont touches.
Also, she wants to kiss Elle. Sorry.
And says, be careful, all right?
Good luck. Elle's kind of a mess.
Just
yes.
Katyana's type.
Simone's type 2.
Yeah.
So, we'll start off first with Elle and Katyana as you two are in the hallway there. Is
Where
there any
did he
words
go?
spoken? Oh, he went into his office, which is the room to the second room to the right.
Over here. Okay. I'm gonna go into that room where he's at.
Romantic, sorry.
Are these changing?
Oh, you gotta go in.
Oh, is he changing? I thought he said he was getting.
Yeah, he
Changing, getting
changed.
ready, getting.
Getting
I
into
thought it was. I
investments.
didn't think it was like his bedroom. I thought it was just like the office and like the door was open and he was like,
No.
I don't know, getting files or something.
just like undressing, like with the door open.
Yeah,
Hey.
the door is-
I didn't hear dressing. Never mind. If he's dressing, I won't go in. I'll.
But you don't know
I'll
if he's
start-
dressing or not. He could have been lying.
I'll start cleaning up. So I'm going to start like.
That's what
grabbing
the familiar's
wood.
for, right?
That's why I left my familiar behind.
I'm grabbing wood and taking it outside and trying to clean up the church because it's disrespectful to leave it in disrepair.
Katyana would be less inclined to do that out of the goodness of her heart and because it's a church, but would also feel weird about leaving it all to Elwood, so would probably help in some fashion. However, she would also remain within the church whilst Elle is out and vice versa to make sure that old mate couldn't close the door on them. She would also probably like try and explore the nooks and crannies a little bit as she went. Because there's like a door here, right, as well.
sorry, where?
Several doors. There's one there, there's one there, and there's
Yeah.
one there.
So sorry, what were you doing?
See,
Looking in, like just having a peek in the doors as I go past as well.
Yeah. So you open both of these rooms on the left are bedrooms, from what you can
Okay.
tell.
Have they been used?
One of them hasn't been. The other one has.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, Al, you were saying something?
Elle is not suspicious per se. She's more concerned about the safety of people and feels bad for the priest's son. So she's here out of the goodness of her heart. That's where her heart is at.
Katyana's just a suspicious bitch.
Well, you got an 18, so it makes sense.
So the three others that are making their way back to the manor, what are the three of you doing? Is there any conversation that the three of you have as you make your way?
Did anything happen out of the natural one yet?
No.
Oh no.
I have to say, something's very suspicious about that church. Usually in towns of this size, church is the communal center of the town. It would be unheard of to see it in such a state of disrepair.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I only just learned what religion was.
Religion and I don't really get along.
Well, Aggie, where do you think the people of a town go to gather their pitchforks?
Oh, I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Yeah.
I believe we met actually with someone calling me a witch.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe the pitchfork store,
As he says, like he took a minute to think about it.
Close.
Perhaps. That tends to be where they're purchased from, not where they gather.
Right.
Think perhaps of a communal feeding hall. Lots
The
of people-
tavern.
Yes, like a tavern. I wasn't sure if they had those in Mickle.
Oh, well, we have a pretty huge tavern. We have a lot
Yes.
of people in Mickle.
Yes. So
What
for it to
was
have fallen
strange?
into a state of disrepair, that's not something that happens overnight.
I find it unusual that I shouldn't find it unusual, but I suppose he may be more convincing than I give him credit for. But something that just sits weird with me is he said that his son came and that he was changed, and that he got angry and caused all of that devastation apparently by himself. Didn't we see scratch marks on the altar?
Well, you were closer than I was, but perhaps, yes. Perhaps his son being changed. He is no longer able to control himself.
What kind of...
Really needs to trim his nails, if that's the case.
That is fair. What, in your knowledge, what kind of transformation of a person could lead to things like this?
Well, it could be a metaphorical transformation, just change in temperament. Or there are certain creatures that I've read of, not encountered in person, that change in form physically. By day they may walk around looking like you or I, and by night cursed to wander as a beast.
Just need something to explain the utter devastation and that altar.
Well, it may be better if we don't understand the explanation. If we can get this body buried and get out of here, or get at least, sorry, I'm forgetting her name. Ireena, thank you. Get Ireena out of here to a place of safety, then perhaps this is a mystery that we don't need to solve.
This is fair. I understand that there may be some good people in this town, and I want to help them, but sometimes we need to know when to... I don't want to say cut our losses, but...
We need to know where our limits are.
Yes, trying to go beyond them, it will hurt us and the people that we are trying to protect. So, one challenge at a time, and the first thing on our list is put that body on the ground.
Yes. Angus, any thoughts?
Not
You
a
can
single
tell
one.
he's rude. Shut up. you can
It
tell.
zooms in on Angus
despite-
and just gets the
No thoughts, head empty.
This is cyberbullying, is what this is. Despite his earlier comments in the conversation, you said something, and he's been quiet ever since, and sort of in a little bit of a daze, focused on the action at hand rather than your actual conversation.
He's not used to the idea of there being limits
Yeah.
with strength.
No, I think it's the good people can't help.
Yeah, Les will say that.
Well,
Try to make your own assumptions. I'm not.
we should probably see if Ireena and if the brother's back there or back at the tavern. If we
Yes.
can borrow a wagon, could make things easier.
Yes. Let's do that.
I don't want to leave them there too long, so we should probably pick up the pace.
Agreed.
So my question is, are you going to Ismark or Ireena?
The house, right?
The house. Okay, cool. Right. You make your way down the cobblestone street. The villagers are no longer outside the house. It looks like any kind of commotion has ended around there. But you're making your way down the cobblestone street back to the manor. As you reach the door, assuming knock on the door, walk in type of deal.
Yep.
We'll just knock. Wait. Yep. You see Ireena is Ireena will just say, "I'm in the kitchen."
Ireena, we organized with the priests. We're gonna take the past person up there for the proceedings. I couldn't remember the relationship. I didn't want to say.
Her dad.
Oh,
Father.
You're
I
able to
thought
speak with
she
Donovan.
was Ismars's daughter. I don't know.
No.
No,
sister.
his. Yeah.
Oh, you're able to find the priest.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He
Spoke with
seemed a nice
Donovich.
man. He's
Is he
just.
okay? Is he?
He's in a little. He's in a rut, Ireena, but he'll manage.
Maybe seeing your face will cheer him up a little.
All right. Well, I will. I'll prepare Father's body. If you could. You know where Ismark is?
Well, he could be at the tavern, or he could be dealing with that other situation.
I saw that there was a crowd somewhere. Something happened during the night.
Yes.
Mary went missing.
Oh, that's
Unfortunately.
Mary. First Gertruda, now Mary.
I know, it's tragic. I liked Mary.
Well, your brother might be able to tell me more.
Yes. Well, if you could, I will prepare Father's body. If you could grab Ismark, and we'll begin the procession to the cemetery.
Very well.
You need help carrying it, perhaps.
Yes. All of us will be carrying it. And then she looks over at Plont, and she's.
Okay.
I'm not sure how you're going to be carrying it, though.
He'll be on my shoulder. We'll manage.
Very well. And with that, we head over to Ismark. I'm not going to cover that. I'm not going to really cover that. It's basically you go pick up Ismark, take him back to the house. But I want to cut back over to the church for a moment. As Katyana is just kind of awkwardly like leaning against a wall while Elle is cleaning this place up. The church, the priest comes out of the office in a bit of confusion, and he's just like patting himself down. Where is it? I don't know it. Have you seen them? Have you seen the medallion anywhere?
I've seen a lot of medallions.
It's for the Morning Lord. I can't seem to have found my medallion.
How large is the medallion?
It's about it's so big.
Does it pin on
I
your
guess still have
shirt,
it.
or is it a necklace?
Necklace.
Oh yeah,
necklace.
strapped to my chest.
When you say pen, he looks at you with a wide-eyed expression for a second, and then quickly composes himself. No, necklace. It's a necklace.
She takes out hers. Is it similar to mine?
Yeah,
Like is
similar
it just
to
your
that
holy
one.
symbol?
Similar to that one.
Would it be here or would it be elsewhere?
I'm unsure. I've looked everywhere in my office for it. It should be in there.
Must you have that particular?
No, I don't. I
piece?
don't need it. It's just it'd be nice. Otherwise,
have
I'm all
something
prepared. Well, no, not really, but otherwise, I'm all prepared. Follow me. We'll go to the cemetery and we'll meet the people, the procession there.
Can I see, is there a key or anything like that? I suppose it's because it's a latch, it wouldn't really matter, right? If there's a key to something to let us in again.
Yeah.
Hang around.
He's got a key on his belt. He's got like a ring of keys on his belt.
Okay, cool.
That jingle as he walks, but he walks out. He walks out first either way.
Yeah.
Waiting for you two to follow.
I follow with a bunch of wood to toss into the pile outside.
Oh, thank you. By the way, the
It's
Morning
important.
Lord shines a smile on you, child.
It's important that this town have a place that they can feel safe. It's important that this space be cleaned.
Make your way into the cemetery. As Donovich looks at the two of you and says, "Well, it looks like you two drew the short straw." As he passes you both shovels to start digging with them.
That's fine. She's
Yeah.
Luelle is more than happy than to dig.
Yeah, I mean, Katyana is less happy to dig, but will do it and is keeping her eye on that old man. Tell you what.
All of you, you three are digging. As you do, you notice that the bandage on his arm suddenly starts bleed. Well, not bleed. Like it starts staining with blood. He doesn't notice it, obviously, but it seems like this exertion has rewounded whatever's underneath.
Elle stops him, and then she's like, "Let me heal you."
Oh no! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
What
It's
do you mean
okay.
it's fine. You're
It's
clearly
okay.
in pain.
No. I barely even feel it. I barely even know what this is. It is fine.
Why wouldn't you want me to heal you?
Well, because
I
we
don't
should
understand.
be digging. The procession
It'll
will be
just
here
take
soon.
a second.
Do you need to take the bandage off? I don't want blood to go where the Colin will be.
I mean, yes. The bandage should come off so that I can.
Oh no! This can wait until after the funeral. It's okay.
Okay. At least stop digging before you aggravate the wounds further.
I might have a rest. That is a good idea. And he climbs out of the hole, leaving the two of you in there. I'm going to go get some water. Do you want anything?
I'll come with you.
Please.
I'll come with you.
I just keep digging.
Out of character, I'm doing this so that you have a chance to talk to each other without him being there.
Okay,
I'm just
fine.
gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, just so that you're not constantly. Because literally, you'll just be following this guy as he goes and gets water.
Okay. If you pull a tricky one on me, though, I will come over there.
To New
That's
Zealand.
literally all that Chris does. So yeah, it's an empty threat.
So, the priest leaves. You two are still in the hole digging. Any conversation that the two of you have over what?
Yeah. Once I hear that his footsteps have gone, I just say right under my breath, I'm pretty sure the priest is the one who killed Mad Mary.
Yes, I got that impression myself. That medallion was too specific not to have been the one that the bimbo has strapped to his chest.
Well, we can't do anything until after he buries the old
We need-
master.
Yes, we need to get this done. And then we can continue our investigation.
Well, then I think we should tell the new Burgomaster what we believe.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure I can overpower this. He's an old man, right? Chris?
Yes.
He's an old man. You're muted. Yeah? Okay. I'm pretty
He's
sure I
nodding his
could-
head.
I couldn't see because it's very dark. I'm pretty sure I could hold him, and whatever it is that he doesn't want us to see, I think could give away the
Yes.
instant. Maybe even we could find a wagon with a body in it. A recently dug burial, maybe?
Yes. It would be worth investigating the graveyard.
Sure. After we take care of this.
We cut over to the manor where Ismark, Plont, Agitha, and Angus make their way. There, the doors to the study are open. Ireena is knelt over the body of Kolian Androvich, and as you walk in, she looks up and tears are kind of welling in her eyes a little bit, and she nods her head as she takes one side. Ismark taking the side opposite to her, allowing the three of you to take whatever. Well, the two of you, I guess, more likely.
Oh, he's on my shoulder. He's helping.
Is he there?
So
He's
at the
like
front-
comedically on my shoulder, but he's like holding a serious expression, like pity.
At the front is Angus with Plont on his shoulders on one side, Agitha on the other. At the back is Ireena and Ismark on the left and right side. As you all lift up this coffin and begin the procession down the cobblestone streets. You all walk down the cobblestone streets as the villagers begin to sort of poke their heads out at you all, seeing what's happening, realizing that the the Burgomaster is being laid to rest. Making your way further down the street, you notice Plont in particular. You'll notice because you're kind of keeping more of an eye out on everything. You notice that there are a number of people on the street that are passed out, with crumbs over their shirts, and they look to be in a bit of a daze. There is 2 other people as well that are fighting in the street that you kind of have to pause in front of. They're kind of pulling a paper bag of something between each other. One of them says, "No, it is mine! I paid for it myself!" The other one says, No, I need it! I need it! As you're all paused there, Ismark, before Ismark says something, one of the 3 of you say something to these 2 that are blocking the path, clearly not having noticed that the funeral procession is making its way?
I'd like to intimidate them and kind of like bark at them and fools! You do this in front of the dead body of your late Burgomaster? Have some respect.
Intimidation, please.
Can I help with a stern look? No. Okay.
God.
You're too much of a teddy bear. Sorry, Angus.
They will.
And also, you have a name on your shoulder.
They will suddenly stop. The one grabbing the thing off the other one, letting the bag go, and putting their head down before parting, allowing you all to continue down the cobblestone street. You make your way up the incline towards the church, then across the grassy. Then across the grass around the path to the cemetery itself, through the gates. And through the gates, that's where you see a very dirty Elle and Katyana standing at the foot of a dug grave, with shovels next to them, and the priest standing at the head of the grave holding a book. As the coffin is laid down near the hole. The priest sees.
Once the procession shows up, Elle's going to excuse herself to go clean up, but also look for a wheelbarrow, hopefully, and or a recently dug grave, since this.
So you're not going into the church? You're just going around the cemetery?
Yeah, I'm just going around the cemetery looking for a wheelbarrow and a recently dug grave.
We'll catch up with that in a moment. The priest begins his rites. He begins to talk about Koilian and Drovovich and the 2 children that Koilian brought into this world, Ireena and Ismark, and how the Burgomaster was always the shining light within this dreadful village, the hope that they need as the devil watches over them from the castle, as he gestures to the spire that is embedded in the ground nearby, and the big castle behind. And the priest will continue and say, "May the morning Lord guide you through your journey in the afterlife, and may your journey be peaceful and not interrupted by the evil, malicious forces. May the morning Lord's light shine brightly, and I know we will see you again, Koilian." Koilian. Elle, as you're looking around, as sort of the coffin is starting to be lowered down into the ground, the camera kind of cuts between these 2 things. You looking around stealthily, and the procession, the funeral that's happening as the coffin is slowly lowered into the ground by Ireena, Ismark, and the rest of the party. And that's where we cut back over to Elle, where near a garden shed is a wheelbarrow with dirt on the wheels and sheets inside the wheelbarrow. No body.
Is there a body or blood?
No body.
No body. Blood?
There is blood on the sheets. As you take that bit of information, the bell rings in the bell tower. A chiming gong to signify that we are midway through the day at this point. But that is not the only thing that this signifies. Is you make your way back to the group, and dirt is being dug over the body of, the coffin of Coilian. The bells ring. The party, you all are startled by this. It seems like Ismark, Ireena, and the priest, Donovich, they were expecting this. They're used to the bells that make noises. And as you sort of look and you notice there is a weird glow coming from the front of the church. A weird, ethereal green glow.
Green, not the color of the eye that I saw. The color of the eye I saw was yellow, right?
Not the color of the eye you saw. It's a sort of luminescent green glow that is seen around, sort of peeking around the church. You're not sure what it is, though.
Katyana would absolutely immediately try to grab eye contact with anyone of the party that she could before subtly kind of backing away and making her way towards that door.
It's not so much. Sorry. It's not a door. It's almost like there's like a glow that is kind of coming from the area in front of the church that you can't, because you're in the cemetery at the moment, so you're not able to see what's there. But what you see is, as you're trying to figure out what this is, this green glow sort of starts to emanate around, where it sort of joins in with the mist and the fog that is in the cemetery. As you all sort of look at this in confusion, once again, Ireena, Ismark, and Donovich don't seem to be paying much attention, just shoveling dirt onto the coffin. Figures emerge from the ground.
What
Incorporeal figures. Green and glow. Almost like they're pulling themselves from the ground, these spirits that are coming from the ground. Ireena, Ismark, Donovich, once again, don't seem to be bothered by any of this.
Can I do a religion check? See if I know anything about this in other religions?
Oh, no, you're not going to know anything about this.
Okay.
You watch...
I don't like that.
Arcana check?
No, I'm not going to...
All right.
You watch as these spirits pull themselves out of the graves and begin forming a line at the front of the gate of the church. Once the line sort of reaches the end of the one end of the gate to the fence on the other, the person at the front begins walking forward. And this line, this procession, makes its way down out of the gate of the cemetery. And if anybody was to follow this, you would see that this procession of spirits are marching out of Barovia, out of the village. And there are hundreds and hundreds of these spirits, villagers. Some look to be adventurers carrying gear, and there are hundreds of these spirits, as I said.
I'm gonna lean over to the priest and say, what part of the What is this?
It is not part of the funeral.
What is it part of? Why are you guys not freaking out?
Ismark puts the shovel in the ground, panting, looks over, wipes his brow, and he says, "That is the procession of the dead. The march of the dead. Twice.
Is it good or?
Sometimes during the days, most of the times at night, at midnight, when the bell rings, the spirits rise, and they march. And they march. They march out of Barovia, across Old Salvage Road, to Castle Ravenloft. And they fling themselves off the cliffs. I'm guessing the funeral has stirred these spirits up early. These are all the victims of the devil.
Only
Others
the victims
like
of the
you.
devil.
Others like you, from lands far away.
So, what is he doing with their souls? It seems to me that they don't get put to rest.
We do not know. It seems as if the devil is not done with you after death.
Does the same apply to your friends and your family? Will your father be one of those, or is it just strangers?
As you say there, Spectre comes out of the grave. Once again, the line just seems to, like, it's gone from one end of the gate to the end of the fence, and there's plenty of them that have started marching, but it's like they refill themselves like straight away. And when the spirit of Coilian crawls its way out of the dirt, it begins to join the procession. Ireena weeps. Ismark looks down and he says, "I guess this answers the question."
It almost seems like it's better to not bury people. Would his soul have still gone if we had not performed this ritual?
I don't know.
We did not see his soul last night. Ray rise when midnight told.
Angus.
Or however many nights.
Angus. You're muted. You're muted.
I wonder if it died.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I just wanted to say, because it's important to me, you'll look at Angus. He's fully sobbing. Like, he's keeping a brave face, but tears are streaming down his face at this.
Ismark will just shake his head and just say, "I do not know." And that is where we're going to end things today, as the camera pulls out, showing this long procession towards Castle Ravenloft, the spirits and souls of others that have fallen in the wake of the devil. Perhaps the fate of our adventurers in the future. Perhaps not. We will find out. But as we end today's session, everyone level up, please.
Heyo.
Yes.
Yeah! Thank you all so much for sticking around here for Curse of Strahd. That was fun. Let's say goodbye to our lovely cast, starting with Rach. Tell us who you're playing, where we can find you, and yeah, all that stuff.
Hi. My name is Rachel, or SwtBeat at most social media places. I was playing Luelle Goreaxe, the human paladin. And I am streaming, but currently on a break because I'm moving. But I will be streaming again in the first weekend of March. So I hope to see you guys there. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram
Chris, you muted.
and Twitch.
This is probably not coming out until like
Like July or something.
Well, what? Yeah, August most likely.
Well, it's then. It's there.
Hi guys, my name is Aaron MP, Aaron Music Productions. Yeah, I mean, you can, if you like music and shit, you can follow me on Twitch, but mostly you're gonna find me here, and on twitch.tv/roleplay Nights, ROLEPLAYE. You're here, you know this. Yeah, exciting things are happening. Hunter the Reckoning is gonna be done fairly soon. That's going to be fun. Some lovely people here are going to be in it. I'm going to torture them. They're going to torture me. It's going to be a love-hate relationship. It's going to be a lot of hate fucking.
Which is exactly what happens when Chris runs campaigns too. Funnily enough.
It's true. Chris is a little bit more gentler than I might be, but we'll see. Yeah, I've been playing Angus. He's a lovely little boy. These fuckers keep cyberbullying me and bullying for Angus. He just wants to live his life, and he gets cheeky little comments here and there. Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Kieran, aka KaradanZero. I am an Australian variety streamer on Twitch, and I sometimes stream with my lovely wife Emma, who is secretly in love with our friend Simone.
And is there anything else that you want to talk about, Kieran?
Oh yeah, I'll be running a Cyberpunk one shot at some point.
It may have already been run before
Tell
this.
us.
Yeah.
It may
Tell us
Simone
about that
can tell
system,
us.
Kieran.
Yeah, no,
Can you tell us
Simone
about
can
that
tell you. Simone can tell you.
I am SimoneIsSimone, aka SimoneIsSimothy, aka SimoneIsSamantha, aka Karadan1, aka Karadan2, aka Karadan5. I missed the 4. I will definitely be streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/whichever my name happens to be at that point in time. And I am very excited to be going to get married very soon in Las Vegas. I'm not sure to who. It'll be a battle royale, and whoever wins. Is that accurate, Sim? Did I get that right?
Yeah, you did get that. A battle royale of the gays.
Why are you referring to yourself in the third person? That's weird.
Yeah,
I know, right?
And I'm Satanic__Bunny, also known as Bun Bun, and I played as Agitha Thistlecrown, the hex-blooded warlock for you today. You can find me on Twitch at Satanic__Bunny. I should be probably still playing Sekiro or Elden Ring by the time this comes out, I think. Actually, probably Lies of P. That looks really good. So, yeah, I'm super excited to keep on playing this game with these fabulous people, and the walls are me.
Lives of P, isn't that old Kieran here? Lives of P. Thank you. At least I got one laugh. Hello,
I had a
everyone.
good time with that, thank you.
I'm Chris, aka Unemployed Writer, the DM for these lovely chaos goblins. Yeah, we'll see you all next time here on Role Play Nights with whatever's being run, or if I'm running it, or if somebody else is running it. Who knows? Because who knows when this is coming out? I mean, we're live. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.